all the students. This is Sagar sir from Kannad's Academy, and we are continuing with our session of Geography Chapter 3. Students, this is part B of the series. Part A में हमने देखा था the physiographic divisions of India. Now this is part B. Now B में मैंने क्या किया है, rivers of India and rivers of Brazil को साथ में हम explain करेंगे, and then in part C में मैं physiography of Brazil explain करूंगा. Now to remind you 10th standard students once again that this is the most important chapter of your entire geography syllabus. So please, if any doubts, do ask in our comment section. We are now starting with the session. Geography chapter 3, physiography and drainage, just to have a quick revision of what we have already seen. Okay, तो बच्चे लोग हम लोगों ने पहले देखा था कि नॉर्थ में इंडिया के हिमालय का पार्ट आ जाता है, that is the North Indian mountain range. Then there is a plain area between what? Between the plateau region and the mountainous region, that is called as the Gangetic plain. Then you have the plateau region that occupies the most part of India, that is occupied by the plateau, that is Deccan Plateau. Central Highlands is also a part of the plateau itself. Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, बराबर जो मेरे plateau के boundaries बन जाते हैं. Then the West Coastal Plain, East Coastal Plain and the islands. Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal. So this is what students we have already seen. Once again, I repeat that the map that you are able to see now is a very important map of basics of geography of India. The main mountains of India has been explained in this map. So please take a screenshot and learn it. Then this is also the map of rivers and the mountainous part of India. So India में कौन से mountains है, कौन से main rivers है. This is a very good map explaining the altitude as well together. Altitude is height. तो height के हिसाब से mountains और साथ में rivers, ये पूरा ये map explain करता है. But चलो, without map you will not be able to understand geography very well. So let us talk about now. We have already seen the main physiographic divisions of India: Himalayas, North Indian plains, that is the second part. Third is the peninsula part, that is the Deccan Plateau, coastal plains, the eastern and the western coastal plains, and the islands. So these are the 5 physiographic divisions of India. Now we go, this is already been explained in part A of the video. Now this is part B video, जिसमें हम लोग देखेंगे the drainage of India. बच्चा, drainage का मतलब एक रिवर जहां से उसको पानी आता है, जिसको बोला जाता है सोर्स एरिया. रिवर को कौन सी और छोटी छोटी रिवर्स ज्वाइन करती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इट्स ट्रिब्यूटरीज. एंड लास्टली वेयर द रिवर एंड्स, दैट इज व्हेन अ रिवर मीट्स द सी, इज इट फॉर्मिंग अ डेल्टा, इज इट फॉर्मिंग अ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी, बराबर. तो ये पूरे सिस्टम को हम लोग बोलते हैं ड्रेनेज. So rivers in India are largely classified according to their source region into the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers, those starting from the Himalaya and those starting from the peninsula. So this is the map of the drainage system of India, the rivers of India. You can see very well, बहुत सारे rivers यहाँ पे north mountainous area से join हो रहे हैं और बहुत सारे rivers ये plateau area से join हो रहे हैं. Now बच्चे, इसमें एक बात नोट करने लायक है. I am dividing the rivers now to understand it more nicely into 4 parts. Listen to it carefully, which are those 4 parts. First part, जो हिमालय से चालू होके अरेबियन सी में एंड हो रहे हैं, that is starting in Himalayas, ending in the Arabian Sea. Second type of rivers, starting in Himalayas, ending in Bay of Bengal. Third type of rivers, starting from the peninsula, ending in Arabian Sea, and starting from the peninsula and ending in the Bay of Bengal. So 4 types: हिमालय से अरेबियन सी, हिमालय से बे ऑफ बंगाल, पेनिनसुला से अरेबियन सी एंड पेनिनसुला से बे ऑफ बंगाल. ये 4 टाइप्स में अगर आप रिवर्स को डिवाइड करें ना इंडिया के, तो बहुत इजीली हम लर्न कर सकते हैं द वेरियस रिवर्स ऑफ इंडिया. सो अगर ये 4 क्लासिफिकेशन में लूं और उससे एक्सप्लेन करूं, तो यू कैन सी वेरी वेल कि जो इंडस रिवर है, बराबर, जो कि सिंधु के नाम से भी जानी जाती है, सिंधु रिवर और इंडस रिवर, इट स्टार्ट्स इन द हिमालयास एंड इट गोज टुवर्ड्स द अरेबियन सी. ये पहले क्लासिफिकेशन में आ गया. ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर, दैट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड अ सैंगपो. ये ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर के बहुत सारे नाम हैं, उसमें से एक उसका नाम है सैंगपो, एक उसका नाम है लोहित, बराबर. So there are many names being given to the river Brahmaputra. So Brahmaputra starts in Himalayas but ends in Bay of Bengal. Then Ganga starts in the Himalayas, ends in Bay of Bengal. Narmada, Tapi are the peninsular rivers that end in Arabian Sea, and there are various rivers like Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri. All these rivers, they are originating from the peninsula and ending in the Bay of Bengal. So, just to revise that classification, so classification of the Indian rivers, हिमालय में ओरिजिनेशन है या तो पेनिनसुला में ओरिजिनेशन है. These are the two places where they originate, either in the Himalayas or in the peninsula. Then meeting the Arabian Sea, जो रिवर्स हिमालय में चालू हो रहे हैं और अरेबियन सी में जा रहे हैं, हिमालय से चालू हो रहे हैं, बे ऑफ बंगाल में जा रहे हैं, पेनिनसुला से चालू हो रहे हैं और अरेबियन सी में जा रहे हैं, और पेनिनसुला से चालू होकर बे ऑफ बंगाल में जा रहे हैं. So the main examples of those rivers are, first, originating in the Himalayas, meeting the Arabian Sea, river is Indus. Originating in Himalayas, meeting the Bay of Bengal is Ganga. Originating in Peninsula, meeting Arabian Sea is Narmada, Tapi. Originating in Peninsula and meeting the Bay of Bengal is Godavari. Okay. So this is very nicely divided into 4 categories. इसके हिसाब से आप learn करेंगे तो कभी wrong नहीं जाएंगे. Now, the rivers originating from the Himalayas, in depth we'll be seeing about 3 rivers: Indus River, Ganga River, and Brahmaputra River. So, starting with, most of the major rivers in the Himalayas originate from various glaciers. You know, a huge mass of ice is called as what? It is called as a glacier. So, when the glacier melts, huge amount of water is discharged from the glacier. बहुत पानी release होता है glacier से, और यही glacier का पानी river origination में help करता है. So, this is usually a glacier. फिर इसमें से थोड़ा थोड़ा सब जगह से पानी निकलेगा, और ये एक छोटा सा गली बोलते हैं इसको हम लोग, गली. फिर छोटा सा रिव्यूलेट बनेगा, फिर वो रिवर बनेगा. In summers, when glacier melt, the discharge of water increases in summer. Now, many a times what happens is, Himalayan rivers में summer में floods आता है. कैसे? Because snow melt होता है तो बहुत पानी इनमें आता है. They flood during monsoons as well. They are called as perennial rivers. Now, dear students, there are 3 types of rivers. First is perennial, जिसमें पूरा साल पानी होता है. Second is seasonal, जिसमें मतलब 2-3 months जो बारिश का सीजन होता है वो टाइम पे पानी रहेगा. And one is very short flowing rivers, जिसमें मतलब एकदम short duration के लिए पानी रहेगा. The drainage covers 2 major river systems in India, that is Sindhu river system. Sindhu, Indus are the same rivers, and the Ganga river system. Sindhu and its tributaries. Tributary, जब छोटी रिवर एक बड़ी रिवर को ज्वाइन होती है तो छोटी रिवर को हम ट्रिब्यूटरी बोलते हैं. So Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi and Satluj, they drain in the western Himalayas, that is they flow through the state of Jammu and Kashmir. They flow almost parallel to each other. Now this is a beautiful map to understand. Please pay attention. This is Indus River जो यहाँ से चालू होता है, बराबर, that is Lake Rakas. नॉर्थ की तरफ फ्लो होती है इंडिया में जम्मू कश्मीर में से, एंड देन इट टेक्स अ टर्न टुवर्ड्स द साउथ इन पाकिस्तान. ओके, सो ये रिवर तिब्बत से स्टार्ट होती है, तिब्बत चाइना, बराबर, देन इट फ्लोज टू इंडिया एंड देन इट फ्लोज टू पाकिस्तान. नाउ देयर आर वेरियस रिवर्स, बराबर, जो ये रिवर को ज्वाइन होती है. उसमें से सबसे बड़ी है सतलज. सतलज रिवर स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द लेक मानसरोवर, वेरी ब्यूटीफुल लेक जो कैलाश पर्वत के बाजू में है. सो मानसरोवर लेक से सतलज रिवर चालू होती है, फिर ये इंडिया से फ्लो होके इंडस रिवर को पाकिस्तान में ज्वाइन करती है. सो इट्स अ ट्रिब्यूटरी. सेम वे झेलम, चेनब, रवि, दे आर, सी, कैन यू सी वेरी वेल, झेलम एंड चेनब, बराबर, दे आर ज्वाइनिंग रवि. रवि देन इज ज्वाइनिंग द सतलज एंड सतलज इज देन ज्वाइनिंग इंडस. सो अगर मैं क्या बोलूं मालूम है, सतलज, बराबर, इज अ ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ इंडस. Jhelum and Chenab is a tributary of Ravi, and Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi is a tributary of Satluj. All 3 are joining Satluj. Here there is one more river, you can see a very small river, Beas River. Beas River Satluj River को join हो रही है, so that's also a tributary. कैन यू सी दे आर ऑलमोस्ट पैरेलल टू ईच अदर, बिकॉज बीच में ना माउंटेन रेंजेस है, दो रिवर के बीच में माउंटेन आ जाता है, दैट इज व्हाई दे आर पैरेलल. A major tributary of river Sindhu, the Satluj, originates near Mansarovar and flows westwards. So you can see Satluj is originating in Mansarovar, flowing towards the west and then joining Indus. See, can you see one of them is Indus, one of them is Satluj. That is how the rivers join. Punjab plains have formed the depositional work of this river and it then meets the Arabian Sea. So पंजाब में जो इतना फर्टाइल सॉइल है, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ दीज रिवर्स. जस्ट अ फैक्ट, पंजाब को बोला जाता है पंज आब, आब मतलब पानी और पंज मतलब पांच. सो द लैंड ऑफ द 5 रिवर्स. सो दीज 5 रिवर्स का पानी जो है बराबर ऐसा है, वो पंजाब में आता है. This is how beautiful Indus River is when it originated from the Himalayas. You can see very well, बराबर, very nice map, बराबर जो dark grey color आप लोगों को दिख रहा है, that is the Himalayas, and this is Indus River in this side. It is starting from Tibet, flows through Jammu Kashmir, and then goes to Pakistan. It is the major river for Pakistan, major. And just a fact, one more, कि इसका पानी इंडिया कितना यूज कर सकता है और पाकिस्तान कितना यूज कर सकता है, इसके लिए इंडस रिवर के लिए इंडिया और पाकिस्तान के बीच में एक ट्रीटी साइन हुई है, एग्रीमेंट साइन हुई है, जिसको बोलते हैं इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी. ओके, नाउ द नेक्स्ट रिवर डियर स्टूडेंट्स वी आर गोइंग टू सी इज गंगा, जिसको गैंजेस भी बोला जाता है, एंड ब्रह्मपुत्र, जिसके बहुत नाम है. दिस इज द ब्यूटीफुल कैलाश पर्वत एंड दिस इज द मानसरोवर लेक. The river Ganga originates from the Gangotri glacier and crosses the Himalayas to become an east flowing river. So when you're talking about Ganga, it starts from a glacier जिसका नाम है Gangotri. Now, that's an interesting part about Ganga as well. Ganga does not originally start as Ganga. There are 2 rivers which are originating. एक का नाम है अलकनंदा, एक का नाम है भगीरथी. दोनों हिमाचल प्रदेश में एक जगह है जिसका नाम है देवप्रयाग. ऐसा उत्तराखंड, हिमाचल प्रदेश, बराबर, यहाँ पे, वहां पे जिस इस भूमि को बोला जाता है देवभूमि, यहाँ पे अलकनंदा और भागीरथी ये दोनों रिवर्स मिलते हैं. जब ये दोनों रिवर्स मिलते हैं तब जाके गंगा ओरिजिनेट होती है. So this is the Gangotri glacier. I have put many photographs. Gangotri glacier जहां से गंगा चालू होती है उसका नाम है गौमुख. That is cow's mouth. Many tributaries of the Ganga also flow in a similar manner. Yamuna originates at Yamunotri and it is a major tributary of Ganga. This is Yamunotri that you can see from the picture. ये Yamunotri है जहां से यमुना स्टार्ट होती है. Another major tributary of the Ganga flows through the northern part of the Greater Himalayas, crosses the Himalayas to enter India. When it flows through the Himalayas, it is called as Sangpo. इन लोग ब्रह्मपुत्र का बात कर रहे हैं. When it crosses the Himalayas, it is called as Dihang, and when it flows eastward thereafter, it is called as Brahmaputra. So Brahmaputra को तिब्बत में बोलते हैं Sangpo. Then when it is in the Himalayas, it is called as Dihang, and after it, it is called as Brahmaputra. So the 2 rivers I've shown here in this map very nicely. You can see here Ganga start हो रही है यहाँ से, it flows near about from Delhi and then it takes a turn towards the eastern part and goes to Bangladesh. ये बांग्लादेश country है. Brahmaputra, you can see it starts from the Himalayas. Himalayas से start होके it flows towards the east for a long time where it is called as Sangpo, then it is called as Dihang, and then it is Brahmaputra in India. Then it flows and meets Ganga. When Ganga and Brahmaputra meet, they have so much of water, it floods in Bangladesh every year because of these 2 rivers. From time to time, Ganga meets its tributaries and its discharge increases. Now, there are so many rivers that are joining Ganga, because of which Ganga में पानी बहुत आता है. Ganga receives Brahmaputra as its tributary in its lower reaches in Bangladesh. So Ganga and Brahmaputra join in Bangladesh and then the river is called as Padma. After Ganga and Brahmaputra join, it is called as Padma. This is Brahmaputra river. The huge volume of water and huge deposition has led to the formation of a large delta. Delta is the place where the river meets the sea. तो वो क्या करती है, रिवर क्या करती है, जो अपने साथ मट्टी लेके आई है ना, वो वहां पे डिपॉजिट कर देती है, और वो मट्टी के डिपॉजिशन की वजह से रिवर का पानी जो है वो बहुत अलग अलग पार्ट्स में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाता है. It is not a single river now. It is very much small rivers now. So the water gets distributed. So it is called as distributary. And Ganga makes the largest distributary and the largest delta in the world. The huge volume of water and huge deposition has led to the formation of a large delta. Besides this, Himalayan rivers, Ganga receives a number of tributaries from peninsular rivers like Chambal, Ken, Betwa, Son, Damodar. This is little bit blurred diagram, but if you pay attention nicely, you can see here Ganga है, ये गंगा है, ये यमुना है, दोनों मिलती हैं इलाहाबाद में, गंगा यमुना दोनों इलाहाबाद में मिलती हैं, बराबर. यहाँ पे घाघरा है, गंडक है, कोसी है, जो हिमालय से चालू होके गंगा को ज्वाइन होते हैं, सो दे आर ट्रिब्यूटरीज. देन आप पेनिनसुला से देख सकते हैं चंबल रिवर, then Betwa river, this is Chambal, Betwa, Ken, then this is Damodar. So these rivers also join Ganga, so they are also tributaries of Ganga. Now can you see Brahmaputra? Brahmaputra is called as Sangpo, then the Dihang, then there is a river called as Lohit which joins Brahmaputra, Subhansiri which joins Brahmaputra, and Teesta that joins Brahmaputra, and then Brahmaputra joins Ganga, and both are later called as Padma. And after this Padma is formed, Meghna river joins it. And this is, you can see, mouth of the Ganges. Mouth of the Ganges matlab delta of the Ganges. You can see this is the largest delta in the world of almost 300 to 400 kilometers long. This is Sundarbans. The area of the delta of Ganga is called as Sundarbans. Beautiful Sundarbans. These are all photographs of Sundarbans where you find the Royal Bengal tiger as well. This is Sundari trees which are found in Sundarbans. Point to note, dear students, is Sundarbans हमेशा most of the times board exam में map plotting के लिए पूछा जाता है. So be sure that you know where it is. This is Gangotri Glacier, Gaumukh, from where Ganga starts. This is the beautiful Brahmaputra river as you can see. Peninsular rivers. So first topic is over. That is the rivers starting from the Himalayas. Now comes the peninsular rivers. The peninsular river systems are again divided into two parts. Those meeting the Bay of Bengal and those flowing towards the west and meeting the Arabian Sea. So यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है नर्मदा एंड तापी रिवर जो है वो जा रही है towards the west to meet the Arabian Sea. Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri are flowing towards the east and they are meeting the Bay of Bengal. The Western Ghats form a major water divide in the peninsula. Western Ghats divides the rivers into two parts. The peninsular river, being rain-fed river, seldom face a problem of floods. See, most of these rivers have water only in the summer season, that is during the time of the rains. And among these rivers, Godavari is the second largest river of India. See, Brahmaputra is longer than Ganga. Indus is longer than Ganga. But Brahmaputra and Indus do not flow in India for a long kilometer. So Ganga flows the largest amount in India, and second is Godavari. Godavari is the second largest river of India. They are seasonal in nature. The west flowing rivers occupy the area between the Western Ghats and Arabian coastline. They are short in length but swift. So these are the rivers. You can see this is Narmada river, Narmada, Tapi, and there are small rivers which are originating in the Western Ghats and meeting the Arabian Sea. So यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है ये Western Ghats है. वेस्टर्न घाट से जो रिवर चालू होती है और अरेबियन सी में मीट होती है, यू कैन सी बहुत कम डिस्टेंस यहाँ पे बचता है इन लोगों के लिए फ्लो होने के लिए. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं ऊपर नॉर्थ की तरफ विंध्या रेंज है, फिर नर्मदा रिवर है, फिर सतपुड़ा रेंज है, फिर तापी रिवर है. सो दैट इज व्हाई बोथ आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर बिकॉज ऑफ सतपुड़ा माउंटेन्स. देन देयर इज ईस्टर्न घाट्स एज वेल. You can see Mahanadi river, Godavari river, Krishna river, and Kaveri river, which are flowing towards the west. The condition of short and swift river system exists in the states of Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and southern Gujarat. Further northwards, one come across the river system flowing in the Gulf of Khambat. Now, there are two gulfs. in the western part of India, that is Gulf of Kutch and Gulf of Khambat. तो ये जो आपको दिख रहा है जहाँ पे भावनगर लिखा हुआ है, ये है गल्फ ऑफ खंबात, और ये जो है भुज और कच्छ वाला एरिया, इसको हम बोलते हैं गल्फ ऑफ कच्छ. सो गल्फ ऑफ खंबात में तापी रिवर, नर्मदा रिवर, माही रिवर एंड साबरमती रिवर, these are the rivers that are joining the Gulf of Khambat. Tapi and Narmada flow slowly through the Rift Valley. Now what is a Rift Valley? दो माउंटेन के बीच का जो एरिया होता है उसको बोला जाता है रिफ्ट वैली. जैसा मैंने बताया आपको कि दो माउंटेन के बीच में से नर्मदा एंड तापी फ्लो होती है, so that is why it is called as what? It is called as a rift valley. So this is Narmada river, you can see. This is Tapi river, you are able to see. Both are joining the Gulf of Khambat. Now one by one we'll see these rivers. Mahi river flows from the northeast to southwest direction, whereas Sabarmati river collects its headwaters. Headwaters is starting water from the southern slopes of the Aravalli ranges and flows in north and south direction. So we'll see Mahi and Sabarmati both. So you can see Mahi river here. Mahi river is starting from near Godhra, and then it is moving towards the south, Barabar SI, and it is ending in the Gulf of Khambat. And you can see the Sabarmati river is almost ekdam straight north to south. So it starts from the north direction, ends in the south direction, that is Sabarmati river. Then the another noteworthy river forming the catchment of Arabian Sea is river Luni. बच्चा रिवर लूनी का नाम इसीलिए बिकॉज उसके अंदर बहुत सॉल्ट है. इट्स अ वेरी सॉल्टी रिवर. सी रिवर वाटर इज यूजुअली फ्रेश, बट लूनी रिवर के पानी में बहुत सॉल्ट है. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज लूनी. It originates along the western slopes of the Aravalli range and flows in the northwest to southeast direction and flows into the Gulf of Kutch. It does not come to Gulf of Khambat. Mahi river, Sabarmati river, Narmada river and Tapi river, these are the four rivers flowing to the Gulf of Kutch. Luni river is joining the Gulf of, that is joining Gulf of Khambat. This is joining Gulf of Kutch. That is which river? Luni. So Sabarmati, Mahi, Narmada, Tapi, all the four rivers are joining the Gulf of Khambat, and Luni river you can see in the north part, बराबर, that is joining the Gulf of Kutch. अब ये जो रिवर है ना बच्चा, आप देखेंगे कि ये किसी सी को टच ही नहीं हो रही है. लूनी रिवर ये पहले ही डिसअपियर हो जाती है बिकॉज द वाटर इज सो लेस. Now you can see here Chambal, Betwa, they are joining Ganga as well. ये north जा रहे हैं और गंगा को मीट कर रहे हैं. So ये जो है ना बच्चा लोग, this is a very good diagram for you all to understand. They are Himalayan river system के rivers. भले वो बराबर ऐसे यहाँ से है, but they are Himalayan river system because it is joining the Ganga. And this water from here is going up to Bay of Bengal. यहाँ पे ये सब river Sabarmati, Mahi, Narmada, Tapi, they are joining the Arabian Sea. Now, rivers meeting the Bay of Bengal from the peninsula. Most of the area of the peninsula is drained by the rivers flowing from the Bay of Bengal. The important river system in this group are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. So you can see Mahanadi river in the northern part of Odisha. Then is Godavari, then is Krishna and then is Kaveri. All have formed deltas. Mahanadi basin occupies the northeastern part of the peninsula. Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri originate in the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats. Western Ghats के east part में. River Godavari is the second largest river system of India in terms of the catchment area. Catchment area is जहाँ से उसका पानी बहता है. That is called as catchment area. To the south of Godavari is located the basin of river Krishna. गोदावरी के नीचे कृष्णा रिवर है जिसकी मेन ट्रिब्यूटरीज है भीमा एंड तुंगभद्रा. यू कैन सी इन द मैप भीमा रिवर, तुंगभद्रा रिवर, which are the main tributaries of river Krishna. River Kaveri basin flows through the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. कर्नाटका से ओरिजिनेट होती है, तमिलनाडु की तरफ जाती है. दोनों स्टेट्स के बीच में फाइट चल रहा है बहुत सालों से कि कौन कितना पानी यूज करना चाहिए. केस हैज बीन पेंडिंग इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट फॉर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. जजमेंट्स दिया है, टेम्पररी जजमेंट्स एंड ऑल दिया है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने, बट स्टिल दे हैव अ फाइट. It is one of the major rivers of the peninsula, Kaveri river, and it has been harnessed. Harnessed मतलब होता है used. It has been used for irrigation since a long time. That is Kaveri river. This is Godavari river delta. You can see in the picture. This is Godavari river near Nasik. and this is the Kaveri River. Now, students, this is the river system of India. Now we are going to understand is the river system of Brazil. That is the drainage of Brazil. To make it more interesting, आप लोगों ने of course Anaconda movie and all तो देखा ही है, बराबर? This, when you're talking about Brazil, बराबर, Anaconda, evergreen forest and all. So it is all because of one river, that is Amazon. Regarded as the longest river of the world. Definitely there is some controversy between Nile and Amazon. Barabar? So let us see the drainage system of Brazil. As far as the drainage in Brazil is concerned, there are three major river basins. Amazon basin. You can see the river system of Brazil. It is so complicated. बराबर, ये जो रिवर्स आपको दिख रहे हैं अभी आपके मैप पे, बराबर अभी स्क्रीन पे कितने सारे रिवर्स है, all are joining Amazon. So just imagine how much water it must be getting. Second is the Paraguay-Parana river system in the southwest, that is the southern part of Brazil. You can see here, barabar, that is Paraguay river and there is Parana river. Sao Francisco river in the eastern part of the highland and the other rivers at the coast. So Amazon basin, Paraguay, Parana river basin, Sao Francisco river basin and the coastal rivers. This is the Sao Francisco river, barabar, of Brazil. So in all, you can see, barabar, this is the major river system. North part pe pura aap dekh rahe ho, that is Amazon. Then yahan pe aap dekh rahe ho, that is the Sao Francisco river, barabar, towards the eastern part of Brazil, and the southern part of Brazil is covered by Paraguay and Parana. So much of water do they have. First of all, we see is definitely the most interesting one, Amazon. Amazon collects its headwaters. Headwaters, I told you earlier, it is the water that it collects in the beginning from the eastern slope of the Andes mountain in Peru. Peru is a country in South America. Andes mountain है, वहां से ये river start होती है. This is Andes mountain, brown color जो आपको दिख रहा है वो. And यहाँ से Amazon river चालू होती है, and it flows first of all towards the north, and then it flows towards the east. Amazon receives huge discharge. Huge discharges. Various other rivers bring huge amount of water to Amazon. This is about 2 lakh meter cube per second. This is the volume of water that it gets. As a result, Amazon washes off the load supplied to it from the deposited, even at the mouth. See, whatever the load is, what load मतलब sediments. Sediments मतलब mud, clay, जो भी ये river लेके जाती है वो. But इतना पानी आ रहा है कि ये river कुछ भी store ही नहीं करती है, सब wash out कर देती है. And because it washes out, the Amazon washes out. Amazon has no delta. Amazon has not formed a delta. Largest delta in the world is made by Ganga River. Although it is not one of the longest rivers of the world, but the delta is the biggest. A dense network of distributaries, which is a characteristic feature of a river mouth area, is by and large absent in the mouth region of Amazon. See, Ganga कैसे पहले एक river होती है, फिर वो पूरी बड़ी होके distributary करके बड़ा mouth open करती है, वैसा Amazon में नहीं है. Amazon delta नहीं बनाती है, Amazon distributary नहीं है. See the river system of Amazon in this map. So many rivers are joining Amazon. Instead, we find a series of islands developed along the mouth of the Amazon beyond the coastline into the Atlantic Ocean. There are Marajo Island, hai, jo biggest island hai, which is formed by a river. There is Marajo Island, which has been formed by the Amazon River Basin. You can see Peru. यहाँ पे देखो कैसे Amazon Peru से चालू हो रही है, and then north में flow okay, then it flows towards the east. It will be interesting to note that at the mouth, the width of the Amazon channel is 150 kilometers. So the mouth does not open very big. It is only 150 kilometers, whereas Ganga ka mouth is almost 300 to 400 kilometers wide. Most of the course of the Amazon River is suitable for navigation. Navigation is you can take a boat and move around. That is called as navigate karna. This is the river system of Brazil with every single small rivulet being plotted on the map. छोटे से लेके बड़े से बड़ा river, and जो highlighted part आपको दिख रहा है, that is entire covered by Amazon River. That is why has, because the Amazon River has given birth to evergreen forest, and that is why it is called as the lungs of the world. This is the great Amazon River, and you can see in the surrounding is the equatorial evergreen forest. This is how the equatorial evergreen forest is so dense. The Paraguay-Parana system, these two rivers are located in the southwestern part of Brazil. You can see this is the Paraguay river and this is the Parana river. Both the rivers form the catchment area of the river Plata in Argentina. You can see here La Plata and this is the country of Argentina. So Argentina में ये दोनों meet होते हैं and then it meets the Atlantic Ocean. So you can see here Rio de la Plata. These two rivers and River Uruguay in extreme south of the highlands collect their headwaters from the southern portion of the highlands. You can see there is Uruguay River. तो Uruguay River, Paraguay River and Parana River ये लोग ब्राजील के हाईलैंड्स एरिया से वाटर कलेक्ट करके साउथ की तरफ फ्लो होते हैं. Then they move into Argentina and then they meet the Atlantic Ocean all at one point. Can you see Parana, Paraguay, Uruguay, Negro, Salado, wherever all these rivers are joining at a place called as Rio de la Plata. So this is the place wherever where it is culminating. You can see here Colorado, Guerra, Parana, Paraguay, Uruguay, and that is the capital of Argentina, Buenos Aires. These are beautiful river systems. That is the Amazon River. I've already shown you. That is Parana River, Paraguay River waterfall. Now the third river, which is important for Brazil, is the São Francisco. It is the third important river of Brazil, which is in the eastern part of Brazil. You can see now, first of all, it is the only river which is completely in Brazil. Okay, Parana, Paraguay, Uruguay, Amazon, all are coming or going to different countries, but this is one country this is one river which is starting and ending only in Brazil. First of all, it flows towards north, then it flows towards east a bit, and then it meets the Atlantic Ocean. The entire basin of this river is within Brazil. It occupies the eastern portion of the highlands. The river flows towards the north for a distance of 1,000 kilometers. It is 1,000 kilometers towards the north over the plateau and then takes a sharp eastward turn to enter the coastal strip along the Atlantic Ocean. The river is navigable for a distance of about 250 kilometers in its downstream reaches. You know, upstream and downstream. River एक ऊपर की तरफ जाता है उसको बोलते हैं upstream, नीचे जब आता है तो उसको बोलते हैं downstream. So it is not fully navigable. See, this is the beautiful São Francisco River. This is how people enjoy in the river. Last part, that is the coastal rivers of Brazil, which are very small. Brazil has a number of short coastal rivers. The coastal area being densely populated, these rivers have attained significance. River Paranaíba, River Itapiqueru, flowing northwards, meet the North Atlantic Ocean. Now, these are some of the rivers you can see here. बराबर यहाँ पे बहुत clearly नहीं दिया है, but these are this box you are able to see here. वो वहाँ पे वो दो rivers है, River Paranaíba and River Itapiqueru. This is the map you are able to see here. All the rivers, major rivers of Brazil. This is how the River Paranaíba looks like. The river that enters South Atlantic Ocean collect their headwaters along the escarpment. Escarpment is the face of the mountain. The eroded face of the mountain is called as escarpment. River Puraguaco enters the Atlantic Ocean near Salvador town. One sec, we'll just see in this map. This is not being plotted on the map because it's a very small river जिसका नाम है Puraguaco, which enters the Atlantic Ocean near the Salvador town. This is the river Puraguaco. This is the Salvador town here in this map. And this is the beautiful city that has been originated in Brazil. The Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, this is the coastal areas of Brazil that has been developed. So friends, in this video, we have seen the great rivers of India and Brazil, the water system, the drainage system of the rivers. So please do remember, if you have any doubts, please ask in the comment section. And if you like the video, If you have liked it literally, then please share it and subscribe to the channel. This is Sagar Kallan from Kanal's Academy. Thank you. Have a nice day.